So, I mean, usually I'll have to start in it. One second. Ask me. Anyways, well, that's part of a mod pack related to taxi, but anyways, we have this 16 by 16 elevator that I didn't know how to work it at first, so I had to watch a tutorial on YouTube. I would want to make it longer, bigger in general. The limit of the crap, I took down my inventory. This linear chassis is like 16 by 16, so we can make it 16 by 16. But I do have an idea of extending it. I'm just using like a separate one would probably work out, but I'm not sure how that would work out. I mean, it's pretty simple. Get the thing. This button. Let's go down. This goes down by a height of like 20. Of course, we got the interior button here, so. Do that. It can carry vehicles and hash vehicle tab for add-on for Superb Warfare. Of course, it's not perfect. So you see how it does, you know, this where it gets sent to place. Well, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, you can carry vehicles on it. Striker. I need to get another add-on so I can get Abrams. We have T90 though. See, it can go down. Right? Looks pretty normal. You see right there, face through this floor. What do these call it? Linear chassis. So face through this floor right here. Here, it's not really a problem, right? Especially just for the player model. I mean, for mobs too. Yeah, Steve model, by the way. But the main issue is when you go up. Yeah, it's fine. But like when it stops, like right here, it's gonna face your car. Yeah, that's the only issue. Of course, I mean, it's fine. It's on like this pack. Well, I'm not entirely sure, but not sure how it would be done. But it's really only for the vehicle. It's not affected by mobs. Mobs would be fine with the vehicles like this. We'll just face for ones to get up the top, but like this. Anyways, actually, now what could fit on here? Of course, vehicles, helicopters, but only like the small ones, like the little bird. Doesn't matter what model, which is the H6. If I moved up a little bit, it'll fit. I'm stupid. Right here. Well, whatever, that works. But it suffers the same issue as the vehicles when it gets up to the top, but it's more like the fact that it's lowering, it just does that. And it gets bottom does that. It doesn't really be efficient for helicopters to be down here. Even smaller ones. It'll make more sense for a vehicle now. It makes sense to make this like a little storage area for vehicles. Well, supposed like an underground base type of thing. But I only cleared this off because I used this because I'm not gonna be clearing out a 16 by 16 down by 20 block space in like a efficient manner. Or something like that. So I guess I'm gonna leave like a gap. I don't know how large. I don't want to make it too large. It goes to own separate vehicle and like maintenance bay. Say like wait, like this. Okay, this is the gap. It'll be like a bigger part here. But I doubt I can put it there because well this. But I think it probably should be fine. Something like that. Also, yeah, I might as well show how I did it. Just from a YouTube tutorial, but I'm not gonna. That's how it works. So we just have the creative motor because I feel like to make our own power source, the shafts, gearbox, gear shift, rope pulley. The toggle has to be the toggle or just won't work. Then the redstone link in receiver mode by crouching. Now for the buttons, same setup for link, but it's the one giving the signal. And press this button. Yeah, remember when you set up the second button, it has to be the same two blocks you place on the other button in the same block that you put the button on, or it just won't work. I figured that part out the hard way. Now, I couldn't make it to where it'll cover up the top, so it's like just looks like a regular grass until it just slides back and it comes up. Frankly, I'm not gonna do all that because I'm lazy, and most importantly, I wouldn't know how to do that. So yeah, I'm just not gonna do that. And well, it's fine if you just cover it up like this. It's fine. We can look a little bit covert. That's covering enough. Clearly isn't that covert. You first get. You can't really complain. It's just. Yes, it's still you obviously seen it still works in its configuration when everything's still blocked. I guess if we're ever gonna use this, it's best probably use it. It's definitely meant for people, but not made for superb warfare. Of course, why would they build compatibility with that? It wouldn't really make sense because that's completely optional. Oh, it does still work unless you're going up. If it goes down, it's fine, but you go up, it's just like as you've seen, just fell through the platform. And also the mod for these blocks, you can see it because I got shade on the top, bunker down. You can pretty much see all the blocks I used. And those guys you've seen over there. You hear the little gunshots in the background. Where is it? We could. Guns I will mostly be using as exclusive taxi because taxi feels better than trying to use super warfare guns, in my opinion. But simple enemy mod that's compatible with taxi. You have PMCs, US, and of course Russians in a crew table. That's part of the bunker mod. I hate when it does that for some reason. Um. Yeah. Yeah. Also, if you're ever gonna use Toad Little Mates, you probably already seen if you already know about it. You know, we'll see it. The maids can actually treat these as hostiles and shoot at them with guns and fight them with weapons automatically. So you have to hit and trigger them, which was the one problem I had when I was trying to add enemies with guns. Using guns, because mobs are fine. I already got the mob chance. Well, the mod to make mobs a little more difficult. But it does turn extremely easy when you just shoot at a mob with got 50 BMG. I did 20 like 20 hours of testing. Well, I do 20 hours today. I did do a little bit of dabbling around, see how it works out. Well, they die pretty easy to gunfire. This is what the model looks like for just a unit. Pretty standard AK-47. Drop ammo too. And the gun. And of course, if it's two separate factions.
Обнаружен вражеский солдат!
And of course, if you hear it, which I haven't played Battlefield Free, but it sounds like the either Battlefield Free or Battlefield 4 Russian voice lines.
Мне нужен врач! Мне нужен врач!
I don't know. I haven't played Battlefield Free. I haven't played Battlefield 4.
Врач!
I'm not dealing with that. Turn it off. Yeah. Got some, standard Russian vehicles. Well, Soviet. Is this? Well, this is modern Russian, but it uses Soviets. See, it's like the equivalent to the MRAP, I believe. Not direct equivalent, but you understand. You know about military stuff. You get the attachments, ammo and stuff. A literal minigun. MG3, which is pretty funny. Just to solo mods I'm using. I'm just gonna not to use scroll on the stuff mods that I'm currently using. I might add more, but I'm trying to make sure it's not resource intensive on the Steam Deck. Because currently I'm running I'll show it in a minute. I am running shaders. That's pretty obvious. Because I'm not running like really intense shaders though. Because my main goal is to aim to get this thing like a stable 60 at least 10 TDP. Limited 10 TDP. It's easy to get 60 when it's not limited. It's limited 10 TDP. They're currently on right now, and I got the little display. I don't think you can see on a game recording. Like right now, we're like a steady we're high 50s right now in this area. Yeah, I probably should. Using Embedium. So I think it probably get more frames. I just lowered the shadow chunk distance to 8, but it's disabled 60 like this configuration, so it's fine. 60 FPS. Turn off VSync because I don't like the delay. I put the GUI scale at 2 because Freed looks like this, and Freed looks like I'm playing on mobile. Well, Pocket Edition. Top load of graphic. I'm just saying if you just have Steam Deck and you just want to use this, I would not know how to make a mod pack or whatever and upload it to Monodrift or whatever. So I could probably figure it out if I really wanted to do it. But it's really just more of a personal thing. I already showed you the mods. You can probably install it yourself. Yeah, but I have to downgrade some versions because it just failed to launch the game entirely. So I'd say like I'll have to check. It's not GeckoLib. GeckoLib works currently on the version it's currently available. Take out miniature shaders. Always BSL, but the frame drop is a lot less. But the miniature shaders makes it like you still get stable 60. Oh yeah, I got the map mod too. That was the other project with me trying to build the elevator. Just create wood. Wait, they create one more? Okay, I'm just gonna call it. But so if we go over here to the old one I tried making with the same YouTube tutorial, ignore the UH-60 Blackhawk just sitting there. Well, if you can notice, it gets a little more stuttery when you're looking at it. Like I was saying, as you can tell, because the torches are right here, it's be blocking it, but let's do that. Yeah. I see what this made it clear to see why the guy used the platform, the chassis platforms, you know? They all can come up together and like you just use these blocks. Here's the original project. This is, I believe, a 18 by 20. Because it based off the size, both the aircraft body and wingspan of the IH-66 Komachi. I based it off from the tip of each wing. Sorry. Helicopter blades. I'm an idiot. Helicopter blades. Like, it'd be cool if we can fit one in there. But the thing is like 6 by 16. But I could probably extend the platform. I'm not gonna finish this though. It's just gonna be here just to be funny. And this is the button that's supposed to make it function. Let's run a block. Yeah. Let's do a little more pointless talk. Well, no. Depends on pointless. This is based off a mod pack I'm calling Girls Frontline, but it's really not Girls Frontline until I get the models thing, but the models. Well, I'm using Yesti, so I'm gonna be getting the Maze models, but can't really get the audio for the game imported, I think. Well, here you can even see the issue I ran into. Had this one already dropped down? I could probably fix this if I just switch it to toggle. So I'll see about it. I'll probably see if I can switch to toggle, and it'll probably work. Possibly. I did it right now, actually. So I'm hitting the little pad beneath the wrist. So if I could probably switch to this toggle, it'll probably work out. Probably, I'm not entirely sure. Because it just kind of does that. Oh, it's using the same for. I gotta change that. She's deep slate, probably. Okay, but is not done that. At least I did. Receiver. Receiver. That. Change you out. You gotta. I could probably make it function. You out of here. Which shouldn't said that, but honestly. Well, can I toggle that on it? I probably have to leave some of these toggled on for it to work. Bring up the pieces simultaneously. No, it's, yeah. Now you switch up the button and then probably could be able to bring up this. Theoretically speaking. Maybe my personal opinion, I heavily doubt. Works, it works. Oh wow, I guess it actually did work. Sort of, because it, as stated, the system, well, these blocks can only connect together, should connect together these blocks, the linear chassis. They all come as one whole platform, and it can still bypass the fact there's walls here. It does seem it did stick together. You can make it to where it can be all around, but it'd be like, we're gonna put the motors. It's like a 6x6 block space, and we're like, well, we can cut that out, and it'll be like pretty shorter. Well, that means I can actually probably make this a big elevator to work with vehicles. Except we can't add these. Unless I want to, because, you know, it's see-free, you can see the bottom. Yeah, just, where's the... Yeah. This could work. Because I actually was supposed to use the toggle links. Because only, like, these two don't want to work properly when powered off. So you can just have those off, have these on, and it'll come up together, you know. So yeah, I could probably fix it. This could actually work as a bigger elevator. The original idea. Could be our... No, I mean, it's long enough if we do by this way to where we can probably start a whole jet. Yeah. Yeah, I got, yeah, and then I'm gonna probably, I'm probably gonna finish this one. And have, start doing this one. Hold on. You can visibly see the lag spike when you pull out one of the tactical guns. It gets worse there. Who is having a gunfight over here? Barely you can see over there. But I am using a joystick without aim. So my aim is really terrible.
Обнаружен вражеский солдат! Врач! Сюда! Врач! Врач!
I can't make it. Let's go. Yeah, probably finish that. He was close to that. Could pretty much blow that out. Who cares? Then gotta finish this. I guess we'll have this as like the for the ground vehicles and have this for like the aerial vehicles, even though we already saw from me my demonstration that the aerial vehicles do not work well when it comes to elevators. So does the ground vehicles, but at least the ground vehicles at least the ground vehicles can go down without phasing through the floor entirely. See with the little bird. And yeah. Ain't got nothing else to say. I don't really have a revolver. Oh, it does like 50 damage. I guess this will somewhat improve my aiming when it comes to gaming, because there's no aim assist for this. Dude, this is a mod for like Java. This is like PC. Like you can probably play it on PC, but I don't think they made an aim assist in mind for this. I can probably just well, you know how obvious aim assist is. There will be slowdown. There's like no slowdown. So I can do that and just that was unintentional. I actually missed it. And yeah. Now, will I be treating this as a survival world where I have to build my own vehicles? And probably not. But I'm not gonna give myself like every resource in the game just to be doing some goofy stuff. I'm gonna get myself like one vehicle, the whole vehicle bay open, and like one like unarmed helicopter, like maybe the Blackhawk or the unarmed lower bird. Oh, that was a fork. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much about it. I'm out of here. As soon as I find where to